Okay, this is the 1591 from 1952, and I have no power cords on it. I do have the Bishop Sewing Systems Handcrank on it. Now, a word about the handcrank. It only does one stitch per turn, and so that's a little bit to get used to. And you have to turn it forward toward you, which is different from a Singer handcrank. So it's a little bit awkward to get used to when you first get one, but once you start using it, it's not a problem. So the 1591 has feed dogs that lower, so you don't need a darning cover plate. I lowered the feed dogs. I did not adjust the tension on either the upper thread or the bobbin case. I have red thread in the machine, and when you lower the feed dogs to do darning, you have to set the stitch length selector at neutral, which is in the center of the front plate. Right at there's a line there at the top of the stitch length choices, and you just set it right at that line. So here we go. This is a cross, a red cross that I'm starting to practice long and short on, which is difficult. And normally, well, it depends. Like if I were doing a flower by hand, I might do 5 long stitches and then fill in with 5 short stitches. And usually you alternate them so that it looks evenly balanced and it works into each other. What I'm doing today, because I'm new at this, is just filling in the area. So what I'm finding, if there's any bounce at all in the fabric, and this is a lightweight wooden hoop, so it's lightweight and moves around more, and I need to get a heavier big hoop. This is the biggest small hoop I have. I have frames, but none that are really going to fit under the presser bar easily. It's slow work because I'm doing 1 stitch per turn. No power, no electricity. It's still a hand crank, and it's a 1591. Not to push the point too much, but if I wanted to put the foot pedal on, I just have to plug it on the machine. You don't have to remove the hand crank to use the machine as an electric. So I think this works. I think I would be able to get to a good balanced long and short stitch with the 1591 as an embroidery machine with a Bishop Sewing Systems hand crank.